How you doing, Lucas?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good, glad to hear that.
It's raining today.
Yeah, about 4 feet of rain, no big deal.
Buenos dias.
Konnichiwa. We would like to take a minute and wish the other groups of candidates in this room good luck and may the best group win.
Yeah,
Definitely the best one there.
Some days ago, Lucas and I sent out a student survey asking about the ins and outs of Riverdale. We would like to thank all of you who visited our survey, especially the 35 kids who actually answered it. However, we are not indicting those of you who didn't answer. Lucas and I both agree that too many surveys make first class a sad, sad place. Both of us understand why you would not want to answer the survey, which is why Yonetti is dedicated to improving the way change is made here at Riverdale.
By a show of hands, how many of you have ever wanted to toast a piece of bread in the cafeteria? That's a good turnout we got.
On hands.
Yes, it sounds silly and elementary at first, but think of all the scrumptious food that can be made with a single piece of toast. As rising seniors, we feel the need for panini parties. However, instead of making these parties exclusive to upperclassmen, incoming freshmen should have the same opportunities as seniors. We have met with Mr. Kildall, who okayed on a conveyor belt toaster. The next step would be to meet with Chef Paul in order to finalize this.
By a show of hands, how many of you scholars have been to college cafeterias? Excuse me, ma'am, in the back. Are you raising your hand or high-fiving your neighbor? College cafeterias are places where students can lounge, eat, socialize, sleep, all at the same time. We're determined to emulate these cafeterias to improve our own. According to Mr. Kildall, the reasons for removing the furniture were its aesthetically displeasing nature and inconvenient location. Now, if we as a student body promise to keep the furniture clean and pick up after ourselves, replacing comfortable furniture in the cafeteria will be much easier.
Recently, there has been some chatter about a student constitution. Now, we are working diligently to produce a list of agreements that teachers and students can look to in certain situations like the well-known 1 week before a test practice. Be that as it may, there will be a certain flexibility to these agreements. For example, if any of you students are assigned excessive amount of homework, they cannot simply arrive to class with any of it done just because the teacher signed too much. There will definitely be a middle ground.
We are currently in the process of discussing possible ideas for these student-teacher agreements with a member of Horseman's governing council. Yes, we know Horseman is not an institution that we should compare ourselves to because obviously we're superior, but they have had a student constitution for 40 years and they pass bills monthly. We're positive that Riverdalians wish to speed up the process to pass bills and resolutions.
Now, most of the student body complains on how the SFC gets nothing done. We aren't here to argue this fact, but we would like to prove that SFC will get something done. As a student, you may wonder what happens behind those closed doors in the Mao conference room. Thus, our campaign is emphasizing transparency through our use of social media.
Because the senior that we elect for secretary position does not actually publish what goes on in meetings, we have two solutions. One is to make sure our secretary actually publishes recaps of meetings via Google Docs to the whole Riverdale community. The other and more interesting option is to film SFC meetings monthly.
Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for any upcoming updates on the school and any future changes.
Thank you. And vote Onegai for 2012.